Hello YouTube, hello guys, welcome to another exciting day. Welcome to my channel, welcome to YJ Digital World. I remain your host, Agu Joseph. So guys, on today's video tutorial, I'll be walking you through on how to create a skincare brand flyer design using Photoshop 2023. So one of the calls of this tutorial video has to do with layout precisely and how to create custom background. Okay, so I'll be walking you through on how to achieve this in this tutorial video. If this sounds like what you're actually interested in and you're new to the channel, do well to smash the subscribe button, turn on the post notification bell to get notification whenever I upload new content on my channel. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for always watching. Okay, over here I have my Photoshop Canva. Okay, and in order for you to set up your Canva like the way I have mine on the screen, all you have to do is to slide over here to file and click on new. So the new document panel comes up. Over here we'll be making use of the Instagram portrait frame size. Okay, so and we'll be setting the unit of measurement in pixels precisely, and the Instagram portrait frame size is 1080 by 1350. The resolution for this design is in 300. Color mode remains on RGB because this design will be used on mobile devices and other web platforms precisely. Then after you're done with that, you can click the create button. That is for that. Okay, so the first phase of this design tutorial has to do with creating of the background, okay, on which other elements on the foreground can rest upon. Okay, so in order for me to create this, I was able to get this. I'll be using this for the background precisely. I was able to achieve this from the scarf of the model. So I had to select the layer where I have the model image, pick my lasso tool over here, okay, and make a quick selection of somewhere around like this. And after I'm done, I hit Ctrl J to make a copy of that region. I hit Ctrl T and transform it out like this. Okay, so I actually scale it out like this and I click on the OK button. After this, all I had to do next was to come over to filter and click on liquify. Over here we have the liquify panel, okay, that comes up. So I'll be making use of the forward wrap to enable me to apply the effect, okay, on this particular selected image of the model scarf. So in order for me to scale up the size of my brush or scale it down, make use of the open and close bracket key beside the P button on my keyboard to scale it up or scale it down. So in order for me to create a texture like the one I have for my background, all I had to do was to left click and drag like this, scale up the size of the brush precisely. Okay, so you can left click and drag like this and you'll be able to create that texture feel I have on my own project. Okay, so I had to just brush out like this. Okay, come over here, create the texture like this. Okay, come over here, you just brush. It all depends on the ideas you have on your head. You can brush this way to create an image of what you have on your mind precisely. So you can create it this way. You just drag. There's no rule governing this, please take notes. So you just make use of your brush to create an illustration of what you want to use for your background, and after you're done with that, you click on the OK so that the effect can render, then you can use it for your project. Okay, that was how I came about this. Okay, so in order for me to use this for a project, all I have to do is to hit Ctrl A on the keyboard to make a quick selection of the Canva, left click or pick your move tool, left click on this to align horizontally to the center and this to align vertically to the center. Ctrl D to deselect, Ctrl T to transform, hold Alt on your keyboard, left click and drag out like this. So you can left click and drag out like this and click on this check button. That is for that. So the next we have to do is to apply a fill of color to this. Okay, I need to change the fill color for this. All I had to do was to slide over here all the way to my gradient map. Okay, on the gradient map here, make sure that the gradient uh, thumbnail is actually selected, not the max place. Make sure this is selected. Come over here, click on this, and the gradient editor comes up. So you scroll down to the bottom like this, and I have already created a preset of gradient I'll be using for this. Over here, I'll be making use of this. Okay, this is the hex code for the color I'm using, 44AA36. That is the hex code. While on this other end, there is a hex code for the color I'm using, FB2FF2. Okay, FBFFF2. That is the hex code for the color I'm using on this axis. Okay, so after I'm done with that, I'll come over here to the blending mode and change the blending mode to lighter color. Okay, that's for that. Then I'll select this layer where I have this. Okay, that is where I have the texture. Slide over to filter, all the way to blur, and apply a motion blur to this. Okay, so you click on your motion blur and apply the blur to about this size, like this should be okay for this. Okay, that is for that. So after you're done with that, come to where you have your gradient, hit Ctrl Shift N on the keyboard. I need to create a custom layer for my texture. I need to create a fill of noise into the background. So I change the blending to soft light, enable the 50% gray option, and click on the OK button. Right click and convert the layer to a smart object, and click on file, all the way to noise, and add noise. Okay, so you apply the noise to about something like this and click on OK. One of the benefits of you converting your layer to a smart object is that it enables you to make subsequent changes to that layer at any point in time in the design phase. Okay, so I'll left click on this layer where I have the noise, hold shift and left click on my texture layer over here, and hit Ctrl G to group this and call this BG, which stands for my background precisely. Okay, that is for the background face. So the next has to do with this model. So you need to work on this. Okay, I always advise that whenever you're working on a project for your clients or for a particular purpose, you should always make use of neat and quality images for your design project. Okay, so most of the resources I'm using for this tutorial, I got them from Freepik precisely. Okay, so in order for me to maintain the quality of this image, I always advise you should right click and convert your subject or your character image to a smart object. By doing so, it enables you to maintain quality and the resolution without losing its quality. Whenever you scale it up or scale it down, it won't actually lose its quality. Okay, and one of the benefits of converting a layer to a smart object, it enables you to make changes at any point in time in the design phase. Okay, so that's for that. So after I'm done with that, I hit Ctrl J to make a duplicate of the model layer. Hold Alt in between the two layers. My mouse pointer changes to this when I hold Alt in between the two layers. Left click to create a clipping mask. Okay, this layer has been masked on this. So all I have to do is to come to filter here, all the way to order and high pass precisely. I need to apply some fill to the model image. Okay, so over here you have a preview of how this is actually looking like. And okay, I need the effect to be on the skin texture, so I have to scale this down to something around like this, and I'll click on OK. I need the effect to be on the skin texture. I don't want to see the skin color, rather I need to see the texture of the skin. So I'll set this like this and click on the OK button. Change the blending mode to soft light, that is for this, and that's for that. So this is without the filter, and this is with the filter. So after we're done with this, come over here and apply the adjustment layer of a curve and click on the clip mark so that the effect will be only on the model image. So please take note that the curves are made up of 3 regions precisely. Over here you have your highlights, the middle regions are called your midtones, and over here we have the shadows. So if I take this way, I'm applying a fill of highlights to the model image. Okay, but if I take this way, I'm applying a fill of shadow to the model image. So I'll just take this up a little like this. Okay, so that's for that. So I need to add more depth to the model image. Come over here and desaturate this a little. Click on the clip mark so that the effect will be only on the model image, and desaturate this. So let me say about this is okay like this. So that's for that. Come over here to your adjustment, and you make use of your color balance. Okay, so click on the clip marks. The first will have to work on the midtones. Please take note that the human skin of the lady here, that is the skin of the lady here, is made up of like about two colors, precisely the red tones and the yellow tones. So we'll be working on the midtones. Okay, so if I take this way, I'm applying the reds to the model image like this. Okay, so if I take it this way, I'm applying the yellows to the model image as well. Okay, so you have to be very careful. So on your highlights as well, you can choose to scale down the reds. You don't need it to be too harsh on the project. And you can also choose to scale this down a little bit as well like this. Okay, so let me go back to the midtones and let me try boost this up a little bit like this. Okay, I want the model image to be popping. Okay, so select this layer where you have a color balance, hold shift, select the model image and hit Ctrl G and choose to call this model. Okay, that is for this, particular face. So the next phase has to do with creating of the layout by placing of text. Okay, so in this phase I normally enable my guides precisely. So I'll come over here, set my guides layout like this, and here are my parameters in setting up the guides precisely. So I'll click on the OK button for this. So the layout enables one to control the eye movement of the target audience. Okay, so if you have a good layout, it will help to actually control the flow of information, thereby controlling the eye movement of your audience, of your target audience precisely. So the first will have to do with, here we have the set of text we'll be making use of. So the next thing, I would like to enable this image precisely and take it to somewhere like this. Okay, hit Ctrl T and take it to somewhere around here like this. Okay, that's for that. So you can place it here like this. Okay, that's for that. So the next thing on the agenda has to do with the text. So I'll work on each text at a time. First of all, I have to copy out this first set of text. So all I have to do is to paste in the text over here and check. Okay, for this I'll be making use of a font called Typo Upright. Okay, that is the name of the font I'll be using for this precisely. Hit Ctrl T for this and scale this up properly. Okay, check. Come over here to your character panel. In case you don't have yours here, please, you can enable it on the windows over here. So I can choose to adjust the leadings like this. Okay, then change its fill. Okay, this is the color I'm using for the fill, 172401. That is the hex code for the color I'm actually using. Okay, and the font name is called Typo Upright. Please take note of that. So after I'm done with that, I'll come over here and change the blending mode to, let me say, color burn. Will work perfectly well for this. Hit Ctrl T, come over here, adjust this way, make sure it is overlapping with your guides like this. Okay, and transform this properly like this. Okay, adjust the position, take it up like this and scale this up more like this. So you click on the check. You can still choose to make a duplicate by hitting Ctrl J. So the new duplicated layer, take it beneath and change the blending mode to color precisely. So after I'm done with that, I'll come over here where I have this, the main text at the top, double click on this, the layer style will come up and I'll enable the drop down shadows precisely. So I'll set my shadows as follows. Okay, opacity is set on 15, multiply is the blending mode, color remains on black, that is zeros, okay, all through, and distance set on 6, spread 6, 0 rather, size is set on 6, and the contour remains on linear precisely. Please take note of that and you click on the OK button. So I hold Alt on my keyboard, left click and drag the effect over to this other duplicated layer like this. Okay, that is for that. So I use my navigation key, make sure your move tool is actually selected. Use your navigation key to create an effect like this in form of a 3D effect. Okay, left click and paste in the text we want to use over here. Ctrl T, scale it up, okay, and place it around somewhere like this. Scale this down like this, okay, and place it here like this. So after you are done, you can click on the check button. For this, I'll be making use of the Latos font for this precisely. I'll set this on bold, okay, come over here and change this to adjust the tracking. Please adjust the tracking a little bit like this, okay, and adjust its position, change its fill color to, let me see, like this. Okay, let me see, like this will work perfectly well for this. Okay, I think this is okay like this. That's for that, guys. So after I'm done with this, I'll move to the other set of text, pick my text tool. So you come over here, left click over here and paste in your text over here and check. Okay, for this I'll be making use of the Latos as well. That is the name of the font for this. I'll set this on regular and enable this on all caps. Okay, enable the all caps. Okay, that's for that. Adjust your tracking, that is the space between text on the horizontal axis. Hit Ctrl T, transform, and place this text around somewhere like this. Okay, that's for that, guys. So I can scale this up to somewhere like this, to size like this. So for this, I'll scale this to, I'll change the style to bold for this precisely. Same here, I'll change this to bold as well. Okay, change the fill to this. Okay, this is hex code for the fill I'm using, 00A100. That is the hex code for the color I'm using. So I'll change this to the same color as well. Sample the color over here, check, come over here, select this other set of text like this, change its fill color, check, and change this to bold as well. That's for that, guys. So change this as well to bold. Okay, that's for that. So you turn off the flux. Okay, please turn off the flux for this and we are good to go. Hit Ctrl T, transform, and scale this up properly like this. Okay, that's for this, guys. So after we are done with this, I'll adjust the position of this like this. Okay, come over here and pick my rectangle precisely and create a rectangle of this shape like this. Okay, create a rectangle of this size, change the fill to white and reduce the opacity to about 80 precisely. Okay, enable the socials. Okay, so I'll bring in the socials and drag and place it around somewhere like this. So I pick my text tool over here, so come over here, left click and paste, check, and change this to Lato precisely, and change the font style to bold. change the fill color to the same shade of green as this, and we are good to go. Adjust your tracking a little bit. Okay, so you hit Ctrl T, transform this up a little. Okay, and place this around somewhere like this. Okay, that is for that. So you can still choose to scale it up a little. Pick your move to adjust the position like this. So after we are done with that, you can still choose to make some adjustments. Okay, but before doing that, come over here and pick your line tool over here. Okay, so you left click, hold shift and drag down like this. Okay, so you change your fill, turn off your fill and enable only stroke precisely. So I'm using the same shade of color for the stroke, and I'll be setting the stroke size to about 1 pixels precisely. So I hit on the OK. Okay, so for that, come here, hit Ctrl T, pick your move tool and drag and position around somewhere like this. Okay, and scale this down like this. Okay, that's for that. So go Control, left click on the rectangle to make a quick selection of the rectangle. So after you're done, you align this vertically to the middle like this. Ctrl D to deselect, Ctrl J to make a duplicate, Ctrl T transform, left click, hold shift and drag like this. Okay, and just to position this like this. Okay, and you can choose to position this other one this way like this. So after you're done with that, enable the logo. Okay, Ctrl T and drag and place somewhere like this. Okay, that is the brand logo. Okay, all these images I got them from the web. So I'll come over here, pick my text tool and paste it here like this. For this, I'll still maintain the same font called the Lato. Okay, and change this to black. That is the font style. For this, the Vera text, I'll change this to regular. Click on the OK. Change the fill color to same fill as this. Okay, hit Ctrl T, transform and place side by side as this. Okay, come over here to your character panel and adjust your tracking a little. Okay, Ctrl T, scale this down, pick your move tool, adjust its position and adjust this as well like this. Okay, Ctrl H to hide your guides. Okay, so this is a preview of how the project is actually looking like. Okay, so you can choose to take the design a step further by applying some feel of hues and saturation to the design. So all you have to do, you can come to the layer at the top over here. Okay, come over to your adjustments and apply the hues. Okay, then over here you can choose to adjust, you can choose to make a little adjustment in terms of the hue like this. Okay, you adjust it to like this is okay, but you notice it's affecting the model image. So all I have to do to take this out of the model image is to come to the model group. Okay, hold Control my keyboard, left click on where I have the model image to make a quick selection of the model image. Okay, close the group, come to where I have these vector marks, or backspace on your keyboard to invert the marks. Okay, so the mask is applied to other regions of the design. Hit Ctrl D to deselect. So you can notice that this effect is applied to other parts but is not affecting the model image. Okay, that's what that is. So ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of today's tutorial. So if you do find this tutorial video helpful, do well to smash the like button, do well to smash the like button. If you are new to the channel and you're yet to subscribe, do well to smash the subscribe button, do well to smash the subscribe button. Turn on the post notification bell to get notification whenever I upload new content. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you guys for always watching. So if you're yet to join the Telegram group, do well to join the Telegram group. The link is in the pinned comments below. If you have any questions, any comments, you can leave your questions and your comments in the comment section. Okay, you can also follow me on my socials at YJ Digital World. Okay, and if you're able to achieve any project with the help of any of my tutorial, do well to tag me whenever you upload them on your socials. Okay, at YJ Digital World is my handle. So thank you guys for watching.